The Texas Department of Transportation Houston District would like to welcome you to this virtual public meeting with an in-person open house. This presentation will provide information on the FM 1314 Access Management Study from State Highway 242 to State Loop 494. This is a pre-recorded presentation. The in-person open house will take place from 5 to 7 p.m. on February 8, 2024 at the East Montgomery County Senior Center, located on 21679 McCleskey Road, New Caney, Texas 77357. The public may come and go at their convenience, and TxDOT staff will be there to answer your questions. The purpose of this public meeting is to solicit input on the Access Management Study and offers an opportunity for the project team to address any questions or concerns from the public. The Texas Department of Transportation commits to purposefully involving the public in planning and project implementation by providing early, continuous, transparent, and effective access to information and decision-making processes. TxDOT would like to thank you for your participation in this public meeting. During the virtual presentation, you may pause the video and navigate forward or backward using your video player. Local and regional communities in the study area are experiencing increasing residential and commercial development. This access management study will identify short, mid, and long-range transportation improvements along the FM 1314 corridor to enhance safety, improve mobility, adjacent property access, and implement appropriate multimodal improvements. In addition, the study will have an open public outreach process and stakeholder involvement in order to provide practical solutions. This project is anticipated to receive federal funds. With the federal component, TxDOT is required to assess the potential environmental effects of the proposed project in accordance with federal standards. The process that is followed is called the National Environmental Policy Act, otherwise known as NEPA. The NEPA process provides analysis of the potential impacts to the natural and man-made environment and helps the decision maker to make an informed decision on whether or not to proceed with the project. On December 9, 2019, TxDOT received a signed Memorandum of Understanding from the Federal Highway Administration that permits TxDOT to assume responsibility for reviewing and approving certain assigned NEPA projects. This review and approval process applies to this project. Currently, we are reviewing proposed short, mid, and long-term improvements based on an analysis of existing conditions and input from the public, stakeholders, and steering committee members. The recommended improvements will be finalized in early 2024. The final study report will be completed by early 2024. This map shows the crash hotspots along the study corridor. The map legend details the range of crash density, with red being the highest and green being the lowest. The major crash hotspots are located at the segments near Interstate 69 and State Loop 494. From 2017 to 2019, there were 629 crashes along this study corridor. That is one crash taking place at least every other day. Within these 3 years, there were 4 fatal crashes, one of them involving a pedestrian and another one involving a bicyclist. There are 2 bike-involved crashes and 3 school bus-related crashes. The total crashes gradually decreased from 2017 to 2020, but significantly jumped to 298 crashes in 2021. In 2022, crashes along the study corridor decreased compared to 2021, however, still indicate an increase from 2017 to 2019 rates. Along the FM 1314 corridor are several ongoing and planned TxDOT projects. These projects vary from hazard elimination, widening non-freeway, installation or upgrading of drainage, bridge or ramp construction, and implementation of advanced traffic management systems. There is also an additional reconstruction project in Montgomery County Precinct 4. This map shows the locations of the proposed short-term and mid-term intersection improvements. Improvements include turn lanes, which are represented in yellow. Improvements are currently proposed for FM 1314 at the following locations: State Highway 242, Old Houston Road, Gene Campbell Boulevard, Grand Parkway, Cumberland Boulevard, Timberland Boulevard, Lazy Lane, Riverwalk Drive, Fothery Drive, Partners Way, I-869, and at State Loop 494. Lighting improvements, which are represented in purple, are proposed to be added on FM 1314 at Lazy Lane. Reconfiguration of the intersection, which may include geometric and traffic control modifications, are at Fothery Drive, and a continuous shared use path is proposed between McQueen Road and State Loop 494. A shared use side path on the east side of FM 1314 is proposed between State Highway 242 and McQueen Road. A sidewalk is proposed on the west side of FM 1314 between State Highway 242 and McQueen Road. Short-term improvements are high-impact roadway treatments that enhance safety and mobility along a corridor, typically in a short time frame and at a lower cost. There are currently 6 short-term improvements that are proposed for the FM 1314 corridor. These include the installation of raised medians from State Highway 242 to State Loop 494, extended and improved turn lanes at selected intersections, optimization of signal timing, new signal at Fothery Drive, installing a 10-foot shared use side path to the east and 5-foot sidewalk to the west between State Highway 242 and McQueen, installing a 10-foot shared use path between McQueen and State Loop 494, improving signage and pavement markings at all intersections, and providing U-turn access at signalized intersection and raised median openings. Long-term improvements consist of widening from Jean Campbell Road to I-869 and intersection reconfigurations. Long-term improvements typically have a timeline of approximately 10 years before they are introduced and may carry higher costs versus the short and mid-term improvements. The long-term improvements for the FM 1314 corridor include the widening of the corridor from Jean Campbell to I-869 to accommodate 3 lanes in each direction, with 16 feet center median, 12-foot shoulders, and exclusive left and right turn lanes. The installation of raised medians, installation of a continuous 10 feet shared use side path for bikes and pedestrians, new signal warrant studies at selected intersections, and recommend driveway consolidation or closures. The total cost estimates for the implementation of the short, mid, and long-term improvements are shown in this chart. Overall, the total cost of the short-term improvements is estimated to be at $3.34 million. The estimated cost for the midterm improvements is at $5.7 million, and the estimated cost for the implementation of the long-term improvements is at $87.56 million. TxDOT encourages you to review the materials posted on the public meeting webpage and to provide written comments. You may submit written comments online by using a digital comment form found on the project webpage. The digital comment form may also be accessed by scanning the QR code link shown on this slide. You may also submit written comments using the comment card found on the project's webpage in the download section. The comment card can be emailed to houpio@txdot.gov or mailed to the Public Information Office at the TxDOT Houston District on 7600 Washington Avenue, Houston, Texas 77007. Comments must be submitted online, by mail, or mailed and postmarked by February 23, 2024 to be included in the official public meeting documentation. Responses to comments received during the comment period will be included in the public meeting documentation that will be posted on the project webpage when complete. The project webpage is www.txdot.gov/projects/hearings-meetings.html.